Welcome to The Digital Shift. We are your hosts, Jessica Green
and Natasha Robertson. Together, we are here to help you build a tech-savvy empire and take your business to the next level.
If you're an entrepreneur, social marketer, or business owner ready to scale smarter, not harder, this is the podcast for you.
Every week, we bring you expert insights, actionable strategies, and the latest trends to help you infuse tech into your business so you can automate, optimize, and grow.
From mastering automation and creating high-converting systems to building authentic customer connections, we cover everything you need to shift your business into higher gear.
So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and get ready to make your digital shift.
Let's do this. Hey friends, welcome back to The Digital Shift. I'm Jessica Green, your business strategist, automation-obsessed mentor, and co-founder of the Self-Made Hub, where machine meets mentorship and chaos becomes simple. And in today's episode, I want you to buckle up because we're going to talk about something that might sting just a little bit. And it's a little sassy, but I'm sassy, right? You're not bad at sales. Your offer isn't broken. You're just asking for a nookie on the first date. And yep, we're going to go there. So listen, if your DMs, your funnels, your posts are pitching before connecting, this one is for you. We're calling out the biggest mistake that most entrepreneurs make, asking for the sale way too soon. You would not, let me ask you, you would not walk up to a stranger at Starbucks and ask them to marry you. So why are you doing that in your marketing? And by the end of this episode, you're going to know exactly how to slow down the process, build real connection, and use our offer stack plus nurture flow system to move your cold audience from curious to committed without feeling pushy or desperate, right? And so first thing I want to talk about is the first date analogy and why you're asking too fast. So let's get real here for a second. Imagine you're meeting someone new. They look cute, they look good, you vibe a little bit, and before you even order your drink, they say, "So you want to get married?" Awkward, right? And that's what seriously about 90% of entrepreneurs are doing on social media right now. And social media is newer in the last 10 years. When I say newer in the last 10 to 15 years, right? 15 years ago, I was at home. I had created a business on eBay and I was selling, I was buying new clothing, maternity clothing specifically, and reselling, and I had my own shop. And it was really when Facebook just started to grab hold where you could put, it wasn't just social anymore. People were starting to put their businesses on there and the things that they sold. And it was hot, man. It was great. It was really great. And then network marketing took hold on social media and it started getting really overwhelming on there. And people were, pitching products all the time and just wanting to and for a little while it worked because it was something new, right? So you could throw up and I did it, right? We could put something on social media and people would gobble it up. Well, then it just started getting overrun with that. So then it became noise to everybody. And there were so many Facebook ads that came in and just all the things. So we just never changed our habits after that, though. We didn't come scale back and say, okay, we can't do that anymore. We can't just throw stuff on social media and hope people will buy it. And now it's just actually gross when you do it. And you're just going to turn off anybody new who's been following you. So if you're pitching people, if you're pitching two people who you literally just connected to or met on social media, and they don't know your vibe and they haven't seen your proof and they don't even know what you do yet. And when they don't buy, you start thinking your offer sucks. You spiral, you tweak your price, you redesign the sales page, you question everything, but it's not your offer. It's actually just your pacing. You wouldn't propose before the appetizer on a first date. So stop pitching before you actually build the trust. It's not strategy when you skip the steps. It's kind of like desperation dressed up as hustle. And listen, I get it. You're excited. You believe in what you sell. But if you're always chasing new followers and asking cold leads to commit right away, you're basically speed dating and in the internet and wondering why no one's calling you back. It doesn't work that way. You've got to have the know, trust, love factor. And we teach, train, and coach on this all the time inside of our programs, inside of our accelerator. We teach give, then get. Doing your, first digital front door, your digital handshake, meaning like a lead magnet of some sort. So we're going to get to that. But here's the truth. Sales is just a relationship, digital or not digital. Every relationship has stages. First, there's the like stage. They have to like your vibe first. You ever hear the saying, people buy you before they buy the product? So be human. Share your story. Show the messy middle, not just the highlight reel. That's what's going to get people to like you. And then we need to get people to know you. They need to understand what you do and how it helps them. Your content should connect the dots from here's what I do, here's how it solves your problem, right? And we don't spend enough time in that zone. We go from like, connect, and we think like means clicking the like button, not that they actually have to like you, right? I think there's this misguided assumption that when they hit the like button, we've got it solved, and we don't. And then the third is the trust, the proof, the results, the testimonials, the consistency. When you show up the same over time, people start to believe you'll show up for them. And this goes back to being consistent on everything you do on social media. You can't just post and then ghost. You can't post something, not comment back. You can't post something one day and then wait 2 weeks and post something again. You can't come into their inbox and ask them some questions and then not follow up with any of that. And then there's finally the fourth step, which is love. And that's when they emotionally connect you, your energy, your mission, and your brand. And remember, people buy in an emotional state, not a logic state. So you want to get them to actually love you and make that an emotional connection to you. If you can solve their problems, this is why lead magnets are so powerful, because if you can figure out what your avatar, your customer, their like really nitty gritty pain points are, the things that keep them up at night. I say when they put their head down on their pillow at night, if it's the things that are keeping them awake at night, if you can get inside their head on those, you'll make the emotional connection. You'll stick in their head, and they will end up coming to you rather than you hunting and chasing them down and trying to get them to put a ring on it on the first date. So that's the full nurture sequence in a human form: safety, like, curiosity, then confidence in you, and then conversion. And when you skip it, it's like jumping to dessert before dinner. Maybe that's a little more normal than saying that you ask for an engagement on the first date, but it's like skipping dinner completely and just going for dessert. Although I love myself a good dessert. So if you've got chocolate cake or tiramisu on the menu, I am all down for that. So love takes time, and so does loyalty. So treat your audience like people, not paychecks. Because here's the secret: people don't buy when they understand your product. They buy when they feel understood by you. So spamming those products has got to go. We have to stop doing that and create a real marketing strategy around your product, service, or opportunity. And you can do that when you have automation. I think part of the problem, honestly, is that the follow-up takes 8 to 12 times, right, in a sale before someone first sees and they actually will convert. And the problem is that 99% of us are only getting in 1 or 2 follow-ups, and then we quit. We forget is really what it comes down to, because we're doing it manually. So if you think about putting your business on automation, you can get them to know you, like you, love you, trust you in an automated sequence. It's still your voice. It's still your words. It's still the testimonies about your product. It's still different things built by you in your voice, but going out automatically, so that you don't have to remember to do the 8 to 12 touch points. And you have to remember to do those 8 to 12 touch points, because you're never going to get to them. And so that's why I think the spamming happens out there a lot, because people have not put the automation in their business. So they know they're not going to follow up past 2 times. So they can't nurture and create that relationship. Does that make sense? Part 3, the real reason you think your offer isn't working. If your leads have gone cold, it's probably not the offer. It's completely all about your approach. Most people burn through leads faster than they can generate them because of what I just said. The automation part isn't built in there, and manually you're never going to remember to follow up 8 to 12 times. So we try to cram it in those first 2 times and get the sale, right? Because they treat every new follower like a transaction instead of a relationship. So let me say it a little louder for the people who are stuck in the back. Every cold market has a warming curve, and we have to get through that warming curve. If you skip the warm up, you end up restarting conversations instead of building momentum on that relationship. So without a nurture system, your business is like Groundhog's Day. Every day you wake up and you start from scratch. You do 1 to 2 messages, you spam too hard, the person walks away from you, they never buy, it was too cold, and you start over again instead of just building on all those relationships that you have because you didn't build in automation, right? And you didn't do the nurture sequence appropriately. Natasha is notorious for her 14-point conversion impact system that we build in when you're a client of ours. And you're on the Self-Made Hub or you're in our accelerator, we give those frameworks to you. She helps you build those out so that you can go out there and do your initial message, automate your keyword off of a social media post, but then it kicks into your voice, your messaging, but in a framework that we know converts because you've built that know, trust, love factor through that conversion system. So you don't need to sell more. You just need to build better. Your offer probably works. I'd like to take a look at the inside of it. You just haven't given enough people enough time to trust it. And that's really what it comes down to. So what is the fix? Part 4, the offer stack, nurture flow. Let's talk about how to fix this. Step 1, the first date coffee. It's called a freebie or quiz, your lead magnet. It's very low commitment. It's no pressure. It's the, hey, let's get to know each other stage. And this could be a lead magnet, a quiz, a survey, a simple value post goal. Get them in your world. I love me a lead magnet. It is your digital front door. It is something that you aren't charging for, but there's still currency involved. And I have a lot of training on lead magnets. And if you get inside of our Digital Shift studio, used to be a paid studio with all of our content, we are opening the doors for free. So check the link down below this episode. We're gonna get you access to our Digital Shift studio where you can come learn this kind of stuff. And we have these 8 modules called the 8 foundations. When you first get in there, we're going to help you build out these things. So jump on into the Digital Shift studio. You'll learn all kinds of stuff from us. But step 1, your first date coffee is your freebie or your quiz. And you can build all of those things on the Self-Made Hub. We have unlimited forms, unlimited surveys, unlimited quizzes, and a way to deliver all of them and a way to collect their name, phone number, and email. So let's go back to the currency part. They're not paying for this. This is the first handshake, virtual handshake. This is the digital front door. If you can remember that, it's like going into a business, but we're all digital, right? We're virtual. Well, lots of us are. So it's your digital front door. You're giving them something of value that you've created. And I won't go into all the depths of this, but you have to make sure it's valuable and professional and all of the things. And they're going to give you their name, their phone number, their email for it. Okay. That's their currency. That's valuable to them, giving up their contact information so that they know you're probably going to bug them a little bit more down the road. And that's the whole point of it, right? Step number 2 is the value nurture. This is where you show up with tips, with proof, with stories, with testimonial that educates and entertains them. And it's your chance to make them think, oh, okay, I like her. She gets it. This is an email, it's a text, it's more social DMs, and they all work together simultaneously. And when you have a system like the Self-Made Hub, you can automate all of that. You can bring it all together and you can have it working all automatically behind the scenes. Every single time you make a piece of content, they drop a keyword and it kicks this system off. And you can have as many of these systems as you want, as many as you want. And then there's step number 3, the mid-tier offer. Think of this as your first weekend trip together. I'll remember back when my husband and I were dating, and we dated for, I don't know, a few months. And then we decided to go on a 7-day cruise together. I was like, I just need to know if I could spend 7 days with this human locked behind closed doors in the middle of the ocean and to see how it goes. And I mean, I knew him pretty well. So don't worry, my safety. And we're married now, like we've been together for 15 years now. It all worked out. I decided on that trip that it was good. I knew him, I liked him, I trusted him, and we were going to get married someday. So think of this like your first weekend trip together. It's still casual, but there's a little more trust. A $27 mini course, a $97 workshop, something that says, hey, try me before we move in together. And then there's step number 4, the core offer. Now they've seen your results. They have felt your energy and they're confident you can help them. And this is where you invite them into your full program, your course, your service. And when you do this right, it feels so natural. Your funnel isn't just pages and emails. It's your personality on autopilot. Show up the way you would date, with respect, with curiosity, and confidence. Then number 5, how to slow down and still sell fast. Now, slowing down doesn't mean selling slower. In fact, warm leads buy faster than cold ones. When you nurture right, your sales cycle will shorten. You automate your warm-up process, use your email, your SMS, your social workflows to guide them, not chase them, and not manually, for God's sakes. Show proof, tell stories, show your audience what it feels like to work with you. Because here's the truth, when you respect the process, your conversions will rise and your confidence comes roaring back. And then you realize your offer actually is good. If you've been ghosted by leads, you'll start seeing them reappear because now you're not pushing, you're inviting. You're not begging, you're leading. If this hit home today, you guys, if you're realizing you've been pitching too soon, it's time to fix that. Inside the Self-Made Hub will help you build your full offer stack and nurture flow system. You can actually get started completely for free. As I'm recording this, our doors are not open for free, but I know by the time that it airs, it will be. And the Digital Shift Studio is going to be somewhere where you can land. You can get all of this set up before you ever even get started with us and pay us anything. Think of it as our digital front door to you. So we'll help you build all of that so that your audience feels seen and safe and ready to buy. You can also start your 14-day free trial with us. I will link that below. So if you want to learn how to turn cold strangers into loyal buyers and build the tech pieces into it with some mentorship, us, and not have any more awkward first dates, put all this on autopilot, get that 14-point nurture sequence built in, get those lead magnets delivering, get those keyword autoresponders responding. You can do that on the Self-Made Hub, and you can do it with our help. So you can get your trial. It's free. There's no, you just cancel after 14 days if it's not for you. But I hope that you'll come into the Digital Shift Studio, get your 14-day trial, and realize that this is the best place you've ever been before, and you're ready to like call this home and build your own digital empire with us. So here you go. If you wouldn't do it on a first date, don't do it in your marketing. All right. I hope this episode was super helpful for you. Don't forget, next week, we have another amazing episode. Natasha's going to be on with you guys. Don't do these 4 things if you want consistent sales on autopilot. She's going to break down the 4 habits, killing your conversions, and what to do instead to finally build steady, predictable revenue without the burnout. We're going to continue on a little bit of this series in the next episode. We will see you there. Thanks for tuning in to The Digital Shift. We hope today's episode gave you the tools and inspiration to take your business to the next level.
Don't forget, we have something for everyone to help you scale smarter. Whether you're just getting started or ready to go all in, we've got you covered.
Start with 14 days of free access to the Self-Made Hub, our all-in-one platform to automate, optimize, and grow your business.
Looking for more? Check out our Self-Made membership, where you can work at your own pace with help from your tech-savvy mentors.
Or take it to the next level with our 10-week accelerator program, perfect for those ready to scale with expert guidance and systems all in one place.
And if you're looking for done-for-you options, from custom funnel builds to fully done-for-you marketing systems customized just for your business,
visit us at www.self-made.biz to explore all of our programs and tools and find the perfect fit for your business needs.
Let's make your digital shift a reality. See you next time.